Good evening, guys. Good evening once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. I was hoping by this time around my voice would be 100%, but it is not there yet. There has been an improvement, but not 100%. Anyway, we gotta use what we have. This is the voice that we have, and I can't do otherwise. The focus of this evening is Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane on the side of the MK. As you see them there in the middle, this former President Jacob Zuma, who is the president of MK, in the middle, the lady of the moment, Advocate Mkhwebane, and on the right, Uba Umkhize. So my focus is Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane. But before I proceed, I would like to say I am not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who is also a voter, so I do believe my views count when it comes to political affairs of this country, as I use the information that I see or hear to decide which party I'm voting for. Anyway, let us get into this. Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane looks very happy and satisfied on the other side of MK. You know, I normally say this is an era of people stabbing each other at the back. You know, everyone is moving with a knife. I'm hoping the dust will finally settle so we know who belongs where, and the knives will be dropped within political parties, because the knives are a different thing when you're stepping on the other side, other parties, but when you're stepping within, especially with the ANC, the EFF, and MK, you know, we're seeing a lot of stepping there. You don't know who's who. You don't know who. Anyway, let us get into this. Let us hear how they introduced the Advocate Mkhwebane on the MK side, as she was introduced as the convener, MK convener in Mpumalanga.
Mkhwebane, we also take this opportunity to announce that Comrade Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane will be the convener of Umkhonto weSizwe Party in the province of Mpumalanga.
I totally agree with the energy of Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane. This is where she belongs. Her energy is saying it all, that she feels at home here. She really feels at home. Also, what was said when she was being introduced today is that she was unlawfully removed from the office of the public protector because she was asking questions. She was questioning the actions of the head of state, and we know that person that they are talking about, President Cyril Ramaphosa.
Malibongwe igama lankosikazi wathinta imbokodo wathinta abafazi sakwamukela Mkhwebane. Advocate Mkhwebane is a seasoned public servant and true fighter for justice and equal rights, and we all bear testimony to that. She is the former public protector who was unlawfully removed from the office for confronting the status quo and asking necessary and relevant questions to the sitting head of state.
She was also given a chance to say a few words. In her speech, she said she joined MK party because she feels like it is a home, a party that understands the struggles of the people, the fight against oppression, our challenges as black people, and which means she didn't feel like that with EFF. Anyway, let us hear what the Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane has said.
President Zuma, the leadership, SG, the leadership of the party, which is here. Indeed, I joined Umkhonto weSizwe because I felt that it's the home which understands the persecution of the black people, the oppression the challenges which we are facing and fighting the captured system. So I could relate with the constitution of Umkhonto weSizwe. I mean, it's what it needs to be done to liberate our people. So angalahleki ngisekhaya. So I decided to accept.
Thank you, Commander Mkhwebane.
In this 2024, I highly doubt that many of us have faced the feeling of betrayal like Julius Malema has felt in this 2024. I have had challenges this 2024, right? But they are nowhere near what Julius Malema is feeling. You know, people leave your party going to the same party, people that you trusted, people that were in the leadership, top leadership of your party, your MPs, they leave your party and they go to the party of a man that you fought so many years and removed from the presidency, and being there to the party of a man that you once had tea with. Even Carl Niehaus has come out to write a whole essay to advocate Mkhwebane on X. I'm going to read it right now. Carl Niehaus is not impressed at all. But to me, Carl Niehaus is still a suspect as one of the people that are going to leave the EFF for MK. He's still very suspicious. His posting is not vindicating him on my side. So he has written a long love letter, if not an essay, judging, criticizing Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane and say, what you did is horrible. What you did, it is unbelievable. So let us read this. I took a screenshot of Carl Niehaus's post. In fact, he was sharing a post by a news page. He said, he quoted that tweet by that news account. He says, Advocate Mkhwebane, I am deeply disappointed in you. When that other betrayer, Floyd Shivambu, left the EFF, you posted on X that I will never betray the fighters, my political home. And then, barely a month later, when you resigned, you denied that you are joining MK Party. And now this, your word is not your honor. You talk with a forked tongue. So, which means Carl Niehaus is not going to be leaving the EFF anytime soon, according to what I'm seeing here. But I am not trusting Carl Niehaus. For me, Carl Niehaus is giving me the same energy that I get from Jimmy Manyi. You know? I don't know, but let us read. He continued to say, you used and abused the goodwill and support of the EFF South Africa and our Commander-in-Chief, President Julius Malema. It is also a matter of public record how I supported you when you were persecuted and impeached. Now I feel like a bloody fool, and it is not a good feeling to feel used, lied to, and betrayed. This is now your legacy, sis. And he put a vomiting emoji there, like, oh my goodness, Carl Niehaus is not taking this at all. He's taking it badly, even worse than Julius Malema. But I kind of feel like he is also going to leave eventually. I hope I'm wrong, because you know what? I'm not a big fan of Julius Malema, but you know what? He's human, man. He's human. This thing is, you know, when you have built something, with Ndlozi also being one of the people that we think is going to leave the EFF, yeah. And I think the most difficult person that the most painful departure was that of Floyd, because they formed the EFF together. You see, they formed the EFF together, and then also Ndlozi. If Floyd could leave, Ndlozi, why would Ndlozi be the one expected to be super loyal to the EFF instead of being super loyal to, you know? I think Ndlozi will also be leaving. Where would he go? I don't know, man. For some reason, I don't see Ndlozi on the MK side, but you may never know. because the green seems to be calling people the most these days. People are being called by that green color like yay. You know, the local government elections are going to be so interesting, but what I am hoping all these political parties will do will not sabotage us in doing things like disturbing the water system, the electricity, the messing up our cities and all of that. Let them fight differently this time around. Please don't use infrastructure, please. Leave our infrastructure alone. Anyway, guys, things are very interesting in South Africa. Yeah, Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane is talking from the other side now. She really is talking from the other side. For somebody who said, I will never leave the fighters. The fighters are my home. Very interesting. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching my videos. If you watched up to here, thank you so much for your support. This is South Africa Lately, a channel where we discuss South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Do have a lovely night.